Fogel. In case you don't remember who he is or you're too young, he used to be the face of the Subway franchise. This piece of shit ends up becoming a pedophile for all types of disgusting demonic porn, acts on children, and gets sentenced to a federal prison in Colorado. Now I remember talking to somebody that was in this prison, and he would tell me how they integrate the chomos with regular convicts. He was a real old school dude and he used to hate it. But he told me a story about how this piece of shit Jared got the fucking dog shit beat out of him by a 60-year-old inmate in there for federal gun charges. They said they went to yard, and this is where they have a lower custody of inmates, so they thought it'd be a good idea to house them with regular convicts. Well, this 60-year-old man decided to take upon himself to catch Jared, beat the dog shit out of him, even slammed his head into the cement, punching him in the face non-stop. They said it was about a 10-minute ordeal where Jared was screaming and begging for his life. It's so funny how these cowards go after women and children, exploit them, support the worst of the worst for children. And when it's time for them to actually have to man up and defend themselves, they bow down like cowards, beg for help, beg for mercy. But there is none, because you didn't care about any mercy for your victims. You didn't care about any mercy for those victims in that porn you were watching. And, I was talking to the guy that was in that prison when this happened, and I asked him, I said, what was it all about? Was it a hit? Was it money? He said, nah, straight up. He just got tired of looking at that piece of shit demonic motherfucker and knew that, it was only gonna boost his respect, boost his name on the inside if he could get that badge of honor for taking out one of the most notorious chomos on the yard. Like I always say, guys, they're always wolves in sheep clothing. On the outside, they're doing all this great stuff. They're in Boy Scouts or churches, heading boys and girls clubs, and they're in there hurting all of our children. And then they go to prison, and then they turn it off and they act like they're the victims. But on the inside, all of us have hellish lives. All of us have been tormented and just seen the worst of the worst. But the one thing we do not accept is hurting a child. Damn near all of us are in there missing our sons and daughters, our nieces and nephews. And these people had a power to change and help children's lives, but instead they used it to become demonic, evil mother